So hello everyone, welcome to Naveen's Commerce and Management Academy. So in this video I am going to explain about the preparation of cost sheet. So how we will go for preparing the cost sheet. Before that we will see what is the meaning of cost sheet. So cost sheet, it is a statement which is designed to show the cost of output, that is cost for a particular time period, what is the cost you are incurring. So all those costs will be written in the format of statement, and the statement is called as cost statement. So where it is provided the information related to cost per unit, that is the information available from the cost sheet is the total cost which incurred and what is the cost per unit, both we can get from the cost sheet. Now we will see how to prepare cost sheet. Here we will see how to prepare the cost sheet. So here the question they have given is, Mr. Ashok furnishes the following data relating to the manufacture of a standard product for the month of January 2018. That means here the whatever the data provided in the problem is that is related to the producing of a particular product for the month of January 2018. So they have given all the information related to the all the cost related to manufacturing of a particular product. So now we will see with this information how to prepare the cost sheet. So already in the previous video we have seen what is the specimen, that is format of cost sheet, what are the items should be considered, and what is the procedure for preparing the cost sheet. All those things we have seen in the previous video. Now we will see how to prepare the cost sheet. So here they have given materials, wages, depreciation on machinery, power and consumable stores, indirect wages at factory, lighting of factory, cost of rectification of defective work, sale of scrap, office and selling overheads, and selling price. So with these information, with the specimen which we have seen in the previous video, we will go for preparing the cost sheet. So that is how we will go for preparing the cost sheet. So in preparation of cost sheet, first we have to consider the direct items, that is if direct expenses, direct labor and direct materials. So these are the items which you have to consider first in the preparation of the cost sheet. So in this problem they have given only materials and direct wages. So these two are the direct items. So they have not given the direct expenses. So we'll go for considering direct materials and direct wages, and we'll go for the calculation of prime cost. So first record direct materials, amount is 90,000 rupees, and next direct wages 60,000 rupees. So if you are having direct expenses, then you will go for adding direct expenses. In this problem they have not given the direct expenses, so we are considering only materials and wages, and the total whatever you get of direct materials and direct wages is 1,50,000, and this will be considered as the prime cost. So whenever you add direct items of all the direct items, then you will get the prime cost. So in this problem expenses not given, only materials and wages will be considered for calculation of the prime cost. Once the prime cost has been calculated, then we'll go for adding factory overheads. So that is whatever the expenses related to factory we are having, those factory overheads will go for adding for the prime cost for getting the factory cost or works cost. So now what are the factory expenses they have given? Depreciation on machinery, power and consumable stores, indirect wages at factory, lighting of factory, cost of rectification of defective work. So all these are the expenses which we will consider as an factory overheads. So we will go for writing one by one. First we will write depreciation on machinery. Depreciation on machinery, amount is 11,500, and next power and consumable stores, 12,000, and next indirect wages, amount is 15,000, And next, lighting of factory, 5,500. And cost of rectification, that is whatever the cost we are incurred for the rectification of defective work. So amount is 3,000. So all these are the various expenses which are related to factory overheads given in the problem. So now we have made the recording of all the factory expenses. Make the total of this. So it is 1,50,000 whatever the prime cost we are having. For that, add all these things. You will get 1,97,000 as the total amount. So normally we will consider this as the factory cost or works cost, but in this problem they are providing the scrap value, that is whatever the scrap they are having. By selling those scrap they are getting 2,000 rupees. So in this problem they have given sale of scrap, so that amount should be deducted from this amount, that is less sale of scrap, 2,000 rupees. So total 1,95,000. So this is called as the works cost. So in case if you are having sale of scrap, then that should be deducted from this amount. So if you are not having any sale of scrap, then directly this amount will be considered as the works cost. Once you getting works cost, in the format we have seen that after getting the works cost you have to go for adjusting the making of finished goods, that is opening of finished goods and closing of finished goods, then you will get cost of production. But in this problem they have not given any information related to the finished goods, so directly this works cost can also be considered as cost of production. So if you are given finished goods information, then that should be adjusted for works cost, then you will get the cost of production. Now here they are not given any information about the production finished stock, so directly this works cost is also considered as the cost of production. So for these, now we'll go for making the addition of office and selling overheads, whatever given in the problem. So office and selling overheads. So the amount is 39,000. So total it becomes 2,34,000. So this is cost of sales. So now once the cost of sales has been done, then for that you should go for adding profit or if deduct the loss to get the total sales amount. But in this problem again they have not given any information related to profit or sales, but they have given the selling cost, that is selling price, total sales price they have given. So that should be considered as the sales amount, that is 3,16,000. So sales amount, and we are having cost of sales. The cost of sales is 2,34,000, sales amount is 3,16,000. So the total sales amount is more. The difference of these two will be considered as the profit, that is balancing figure. So the difference will become 82,000. So in case if the sales amount is less than cost of sales, then it will be considered as a loss. So this is how we'll go for preparing the cost sheet. First write down the information whatever you are having related to direct items, direct materials, direct wages and direct expenses, then you'll get the prime cost. So in this problem direct expenses are not given, so we are considering direct materials and direct wages and we are calculating the prime cost. Once the prime cost has been calculated, then go for adding up of factory overheads. Various expenses which are related to the factory will called as a factory overheads. So we have taken up all these things. So in this problem they have given the sale of scrap. For that reason we are deducting sale of scrap from the total this amount. Otherwise this should be considered as the works cost. Once the works cost has been calculated, then you have to make the adjustments of finished goods for the works cost. Then you will get cost of production. But in this problem they have not given any adjustments related to finished goods. So directly the works cost itself we are considering it as the cost of production. For this cost of production we are adding office and selling overheads. Then you will get cost of sales. For this cost of sales you should add profit or you should deduct loss. But in this problem they have not given any information related to profit or loss, but they have given the total sales amount. So now the difference between the cost of sales and sales amount will be considered as the profit. How we can say it as a profit means sales amount is more than the cost of sales amount. So we are considering it as a profit. If sales amount is less and cost of sales amount is more, then it should be considered as a loss. So this is the procedure how we will go for preparing the cost sheet.